All right, the December 16th, 2025 meeting of the Public Safety Committee will now come to order. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Mr. Burgess. Mr. Burgess is present. Mr. Colby is excused. Mr. Cruz.
Presente.
Mr. Cruz is present. Mrs. DeFlorio. Mrs. DeFlorio is present. Mr. Dondorfer. Mr. Dondorfer is present. Ms. Hugh Smith. Ms. Hugh Smith is present. Chairman Long. Chairman Long is present. Mr. Mafucci.
Here.
Mr. Mafucci is present. Mr. Milne. Mr. Milne is present. Ms. Smith. Ms. Smith is present. Ms. Vasquez Simmons.
Here.
Ms. Vasquez Simmons is present.
Will you please rise and join me for the Pledge of Allegiance? Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Mr. Clerk, is there anyone signed up for the public forum?
There is not.
The next item on our agenda is the approval of minutes. You have the November 25th, 2025 minutes before you. They will stand approved unless the clerk is notified of any changes by the end of the day. The next item on our agenda is new business. Mr. Clerk.
Referral 25-0430, amend the 2026-2031 capital improvement program and the 2026 capital budget to advance the Sheriff's Office active shooter firearm and PBE replacement project from 2027 to 2026 and authorize an interfund transfer. Move it.
Second.
Moved by legislator Mafucci, seconded by legislator Vasquez Simmons. Is there any question or discussion? Legislator Hugh Smith.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Through you, Mr. Chairman, to the administration, could you explain if the equipment and the warranty expired in 2022, why was this originally scheduled for 2027?
Through the chair, Chief Deputy Fowler for the Sheriff's Office. This has been a longstanding project. You can routinely get a couple extra years out of them, but we're at the point where we have to x-ray them to verify their integrity, and it's time to replace them.
Thank you so much. I yield.
Any other questions or discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor, please indicate by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Next item, please.
Referral 25-0431, amend the 2026 capital budget and resolution 124 of 2025 to provide an increase in funding for the sheriff's scuba truck replacement and authorize an interfund transfer. Move it.
Second.
Moved by legislator Mafucci, seconded by legislator Vasquez Simmons. Is there any question or discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor, please indicate by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Next item, please.
Referral 25-0432, authorize an intermunicipal agreement with the North Greece Fire District for the storage and deployment of the Monroe County Hazardous Materials Response Truck. Move it.
Second.
Moved by legislator Mafucci, seconded by legislator Vasquez Simmons. Is there any questions or discussion? Legislator Dondorfer.
Thank you. See, I fixed my microphone. Through the chair, do we need IMAs with fire districts and or departments enabled to deploy the hazardous materials response truck into their jurisdictions?
Through the chair, the answer is no. That's covered under the county's mutual aid agreements.
Thank you. Through the chair to the administration, has this truck been stored there in the past, and how many deployments per year do you expect, or does that truck normally run?
Through the chair, I can get you the actual numbers of responses and come back to you, but typically Hazmat 8, which is stored at North Greece, is the primary vehicle for any hazardous material response. May not be used on a level 0, but any other full response and team deployment, Hazmat 8 would run. This has been stored at North Greece Station 4 in the past. So this will be the new vehicle that we'll be putting in service in January. And we're very appreciative of North Greece's ability to store and deploy the vehicle for us. Thank you.
Thank you. I yield.
Any more discussion or questions? Legislator Mafucci.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Through you to the administration. Why was the North Greece Fire District selected for the storage and deployment?
Through the chair, I can go back and look at what the original reason was, but typically North Greece is located near the 390. It's a career department, so it's staffed 24/7. And there are several members of the hazardous materials team that are part of the North Greece Fire District. So it makes sense that when you got a vehicle that needs to respond 24/7, 365, and you got active members. And again, the district has been very open to allow this and very supportive of us as part of the mutual aid plan.
Thank you.
Any other discussion or questions? Seeing none, all those in favor, please indicate by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Next item, please.
Referral 25-0433, authorize an intermunicipal agreement with the Barnard Fire District for the storage and deployment of the Monroe County Special Operations Unit response truck.
Move it.
Second.
Moved by legislator Mafucci, seconded by legislator Vasquez Simmons. Is there any discussion or questions? Legislator Milne.
Thank you, sir. Through you to the administration, really very similar questions to the last one. Through the chair, has this truck been deployed and how many deployments would you expect it to get? And also, I thought my friend legislator Mafucci's question was great. Why was Barnard selected for this deployment?
Through the chair, we'll get you the numbers on expected response, but I think in general, when you look at both the hazardous material vehicle and our special operations vehicle, these are low numbers of responses, but high levels of training required. So it's a combination of putting the vehicles in a location that it can respond to. Barnard on the west side of the county, near interstates, as well as, again, another career department with numbers of folks that are on the special operations team able to respond 24/7, 365 and get the vehicle where it's needed.
Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate your responses.
Any further questions or discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor, please indicate by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Next item, please.
Referral 25-0434. Geez. Authorize a contract with the University of Rochester for a Monroe County Emergency Medical Services Medical Director.
Move it.
Second.
Moved by legislator Mafucci, second by legislator Vasquez Simmons. Is there any question or discussion? Legislator DeFlorio.
Thank you. Through the chair to the administration, were there any other respondents to the RFQ?
Through the chair, Tim Sopransky, Monroe County EMS, there was one other respondent that graded very poorly. It's almost as though they responded as if they were fulfilling a medical examiner's spot.
So for clarification through the chair, I'm sorry, sounds like what you're saying is that they didn't meet the qualifications necessary.
Well, when we filled out the matrix, yeah, they scored very low compared to the University of Rochester.
Thank you. Through the chair to the administration, is this an existing position within the County of Monroe at this time?
Yes, it is. Through the chair, it is currently an existing position that's been in the spot for years, since 2004.
So through the chair to the administration, has it always been a position that was a contracted position through the University of Rochester, or was it somebody that was on staff with Monroe County?
No, it's always been a contract with the University of Rochester, except when lapses occurred. And then we would use public health medical director to fill that position until we got it filled. This position has grown over the years. It oversees the 911, all the EMS agencies, fire agencies, special operations, hazmat, including working with our law enforcement colleagues as support. So this physician has a vehicle that responds 24/7 in the community. It's an ED physician, and his colleagues also are ED physicians.
So through the chair to the administration, why is this not then a staff position within the county?
Through the chair, he's always wanted to maintain his University of Rochester position.
Thank you. And so through the chair to the administration, will it be the same individual that's currently in the position now? Or are you looking to, is it somebody new that you're bringing?
Through the chair, the main person for this contract is Dr. Jeremy Cushman, who has consistently been there for years. However, he does have a team. So when he's on vacation or out, they backfill that position.
Right. Thank you. And then, so I'm sorry. So then through the chair to the administration, do they also do work for the University of Rochester? Are they splitting their time or are they solely dedicated? Is he solely dedicated to
Through
the
the
county?
chair. So the contract is with the University of Rochester. And they decide how to divide up the positions. So when they responded to the RFP, Dr. Cushman was placed in charge of the team that would respond to these. So the contract is with the University of Rochester, not the individual. The individual works for the University of Rochester.
Thank you. I yield.
Any other questions or comments? Legislator Mafucci.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Through you to the administration. Please explain, I'm curious if there are people listening, why no additional net county support's required in the current budget for this position.
Through the chair. So this was budgeted for and has been annually budgeted for years. There is additional county support in that the county purchases the vehicle, supports the vehicle with maintenance, fuel, et cetera. The university carries the insurance on the vehicle. So there is additional support for this from the county.
A follow-up question through your administration. The additional county support isn't for the person, it's for equipment. Would that be correct?
Through the chair, yes.
Thank you.
Any other questions or discussion? Before we vote, Legislator Cruz?
Just through the chair to the administration, I don't know if I saw here, but is this a 24-hour, 7 days a week position?
Through the chair, would you repeat the question?
Would the position be staffed 24 hours a day, 7 days a week?
So typically it's daytime work that's done, but it responds to emergencies in the field. It has the capacity 24/7. So yes, he's not on duty 24/7, but he carries a phone and a pager. And if it goes off, he goes out in the middle of the night to respond in support of our first responders.
Thank you.
Any other questions or discussion? Mr. Clerk, I'd like to declare my interest on this item
Got it.
before we vote. All those in favor, please indicate by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Next item, please.
Referral 25-0435, acceptance of a grant from the New York State Division of Homeland Security and Emergency Services for the 2025 Next Generation 911 Grant Program.
Move it.
Second.
Moved by Legislator Mafucci, seconded by Legislator Vasquez Simmons. Any questions or discussion? Legislator Hugh Smith.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Through you, Mr. Chairman, to the administration. So are we just beginning this conversion to the NG 911 system, or where are we in this process?
Through the chair, the Next Gen 911 system roadmap has been evolving from the state of New York. So this latest grant comprehends the latest roadmap that the state has laid out for us. But we've consistently updated our equipment at the 911 center to be as benchmark as possible with whatever the current standards are. This next generation phone system that we'll put in is every time somebody calls 911, the capabilities for this phone system will integrate into the vision that the state has, is that in times of crisis, if a 911 center, our 911 center goes down, folks will continue to dial 911 and calls then could be routed to the closest 911 center that has capacity to handle the call. How it will be handled is in a network infrastructure that we'll be making future investments on and hope to get grant dollars on, but this is just a continuation of the evolution of the 911 system format. Again, the key message here is this phone system will be able to integrate in and transfer calls as needed if our phone system is down or our center is down. And likewise, we can also accept phone calls from other centers that might be experiencing downtime. So again, it's a real integration of 911 centers across the state.
Great, thank you very much.
Any other questions or discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor, please indicate by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Item carries. Next item, please.
Referral 25-0436, amend the 2026-2031 Capital Improvement Program and the 2026 capital budget to add a project entitled Probation Body Worn Cameras and Less Than Lethal Devices and authorize financing for the project.
Move it.
Second.
Moved by legislator Mafucci, second by legislator Vasquez Simmons. Is there any questions or discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor, please indicate by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Next item, please.
Referral 25-0437, amend resolution 289 of 2022 to accept additional funding from the New York State Office of Victim Services and to expand the time period for the Sheriff's Victim Assistance Program.
Move it.
Second.
Moved by legislator Mafucci, second by legislator Vasquez Simmons. Is there any questions or discussion? Legislator Vasquez Simmons.
Thank you. Through you to the administration. How does this program differ from the Victims and Witness Assistance Program in the DA's office?
Through the chair, Jennifer Curley from the Sheriff's Office. Our program is different in that we follow the victim through the criminal justice system and at the scene.
Great, thank you. Secondary question through you to the administration. Were we provided a reason behind the rejection by the New York State Controller's Office?
All they stated was that the New York State Controller's Office denied OVS's RFA process.
I'm sorry, I didn't get that. Can you repeat that?
Through the chair, the state denied OVS's process. It had nothing to do with Monroe County. It was a state process. They did not forward that grant, at least at this time.
Great, thank you. I yield.
Any other discussion or questions? Seeing none, all those in favor, please indicate by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Next item, please.
Referral 25-0438, amend resolution 305 of 2022 to accept additional funding from the New York State Office of Victim Services and to extend the time period for the Victim and Witness Assistance Program for the District Attorney's Office.
Move it.
Second.
Moved by legislator Mafucci, second by legislator Vasquez Simmons. Any discussion or questions? Seeing none, all those in favor, please indicate by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Are there any other matters to come before this committee? There being no other matters, the December 16th, 2025 meeting of the Public Safety Committee stands adjourned. The next meeting of the Public Safety Committee will be on Tuesday, January 27th, 2026 at 5:30.